all the tracks in Japan are always quite big, wide open racetracks. You know, they have to accommodate the runners. Typically the ground's quicker.
The tracks are firm, but I wouldn't say that they're too firm. And the thing about the Japanese tracks, they're very consistent in the little experience that I've had.
This year was good to soft because all the months they have a lot of rain, so it's good to soft, not too hard. Even in Europe, when no rain, is a little bit hard, the track, so same.
I think we can compare Hong Kong turf and Japanese turf. I think in both countries the climate is nearly same. So we have the same quality of grass, I think, same quality of turf. So it's quite comparable.
The grass is different. I mean, because Tokyo race course, you know, is only 40 years old, so it's quite young. You know, we have the courses in England are 200 years old, so you have a very good drainage, you have better grass, and you know you can take the rain, and so, you know, so it's a new course. You have new facilities, new drainage. That's why the turf is so good. Very safe, yes.
I think it's the best condition to racing. I like when it's firm like that. I can see the track in Dubai, in Hong Kong and Japan, they're quite similar, even if now in Dubai they put some more water. But I think the draining here is just amazing. The first week I came here, it was raining a lot in Kyoto for a few days, and the track was in great condition for race day. Yeah, for sure they're safe. To be honest, we don't see a lot of accidents on racing. When it happens, it's because sometimes a jockey can make a mistake or somebody clip heels, but we rarely see horses breaking down in Japan, so that's a great point. And I think also the vets here are doing a great job to make sure the horses are running 100% sound. It's a bit like in Hong Kong. There is a lot of things to make sure the horses are in great shape, and that's what everybody wants to see.
Well, I will not say it's harder to run in Japan. Depends how the grass condition is. Depends if it's rain or not. Some season it's a lot of rain and the ground become a little bit heavy, but no more than the other country.
The difference between Japan and Australia, the pace is a lot faster here in Japan, so I think it's more of a test of the horse. Obviously stamina is a very important ingredient.
But Chantilly is a little bit similar because they go uphill last 2 furlongs, so similar. I think they have just to come the horses from Europe, and they have to try because it's big track and like Europe, so they have to try.
But the track is, the grass condition is usually impeccable. The races, you know, is a 2-turn mile 2,400. So the race usually has over 16 runners. So it's run at a good tempo. That's why the times are always very fast, and it's a very, very fair track. It's more than 600 meters, the stretch. So it gives every horse a chance to win.
This year the ground was a bit slower than usually, so we didn't feel the same type of speed, especially when you're in the straight and your horse doesn't really follow the pace at the end. But yeah, I mean, when I rode Epifania or Buena Vista, I could feel that the track was in a great condition, and when you ask the horses to go, yeah, they just give you another ton of foot. And that's one of the great things about this track, is quite sharp to ride on it, and tactically you have to be on point to make it well, because there is a few parts in the race where you can't make some mistakes, so it's a really nice track to ride on.
Well, generally you're going to need a quick ground horse. Yeah, a horse, and a very clean-limbed horse who's moving well and has a good action.
La Cressonnière was a perfect filly for run the Japan Cup, I think, because she under the distance and she easy to control and she have a good turn of foot and quickly as well.
Pride would have been a very interesting horse for the Japan Cup. She finished second in the Arc de Triomphe at Longchamp, but she loved the good ground. She had very good speed, she used to travel very well, and she had very good turn of foot, also some stamina, so I think she would have like a Tokyo racecourse.
Would be suitable for Winx if she was to come to Japan. I think that'd be a good race for her, amongst others.
I think you need a horse that is a 4-year-old, because the travel is quite long. You need a horse that may have a bit of speed and he likes fast ground. I mean, this year it's going to be soft, but in general the ground is very fast. And yes, I mean, I was very lucky that Six Peel was the perfect horse, because he was, perfect. 2002, 2004 was ideal for the race.
You need a horse with quite a lot of speed, because the beginning of the race is always quite fast, and also able to accelerate, because even if the straight is quite long in Tokyo, you need to have a good turn of foot, and yeah, it's not easy race to win, but it's makeable, so you just need a good horse and arrive on the right time.
I think the Japan Cup would be a great target for Australian horses. It's a great experience, or would be a great experience for the connections of the horse.
Japanese horse racing for foreigners is always a great experience. In terms of facilities, I think it's one of the best in the world.
Really good organization when you gallop the horse. Everything is very cool in Japan. I like a lot, so for this maybe I will try to come.
I love Japanese race for one reason, because it's so great organized. It's very great organized. Everything is perfect organized, nothing is missing. I can stay here and speak for one day about Japanese racing.
So you have an amazing following. You have, Japan Cup Day, over 100,000 people. You have an amazing grandstand, an amazing track. And I've been coming here a long time, so I love the culture, I love the food. I think Tokyo is very exciting, so I like not just the race, I like being here.
The quality of the race is really high. The horses in Japan are very high rated, and they are very strong. Second thing is also the prize money. I think it's a very big race. So it's important for owners to come overseas and get invited to make sure they're gonna have a good prize money when they come with a good horse. So that's also a good point. And the track is also, most of the time, especially not this year because it was raining a lot, but the condition of the track is always good.